Hey everybody. What up? What up? What up? I's here. Two people waiting on me. 12 Sisters, One Bride. Sarah is on. Mahadi is on. Hey everybody. So I hope you read the book, and this is going to be short. This is going to be an hour or less, probably 45 minutes. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know. Thumbs up if you can hear. If sound is good. I've got it turned up all the way. You might hear some street sound. I don't know how well the mic is. You might not hear it. Be ambitious. Stephanie. Hello, hello, hello. All right. I'm hoping that everyone listened to the book. It was a little bit of a difficult one because it was definitely very metaphorical, like hugely metaphorical. Hey, Miss M! Because it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast, and I have to do my live video. So I'll be there in about 45 minutes. So I'm at the meetup in Vegas, and I'm in the parking lot of the Barnes and Noble where the meetup is, and everyone is inside still. I jumped on to do the live because here it is only 5, and there it's 8. So I do 8 o'clock. I do everything on East Coast time, so it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast right now, and so that's why I am out here. And then we're gonna go to a buffet, and we're gonna go get something to eat. And then some of us are going to go out later dancing tonight around 9 o'clock. Between 8 and 9 o'clock, we're going to meet up and go dancing tonight. I am in Vegas. So anyway, so we're going to talk about the book, though. Who, hands up, emoji hand, who actually listened to the book? Thank you, Virtual Office, for checking in. Appreciate it. Did anybody read or listen to the book, rather? Hi, Carla from Tucson. Eugenie. Is it Eugenie? You told me how to say this every time. Hi, Judy. Alice says, I'm afraid I'm going to have to wash to repeat in Walmart, doing the Walmart thing. Hey, Sly. Sly, listen to the book? Okay. Yes, I definitely need to go out dancing. I usually try and go dancing all the time, but I did not do any dancing on the East Coast. Somebody else coming to check up on me. I am on the live. Yeah, don't come in the window. They'll see you. Yeah, they saw you. They saw you. You leaving? You're not going to go eat with us? Oh, she's buying you chili. Okay, go eat with your daughter. Well, you have my number. All right. You see the eyes? Yogini.
It was wonderful.
It was great meeting you. Thank you. Yogini. I'll talk to you soon. All right. So the Lighthouse Keeper. It was very difficult. It was very metaphorical. I listened to it about 4 times, and I still didn't quite get the message or the meaning behind it. Dominique says it's blurry on her end. Anybody else got me blurry on their end? I am not clear. Wow. Okay. That's not cool. Let me see if I can jump on my Wi-Fi and if that helps you guys. Hold on. Give me a minute here. All right. Does that help? Yes, no? Picture's clear. I have these vitiligo. You see it? Still blurry? Is that better or worse? I don't know. A little better. Must be the signal where I am. But I'm in a good spot. I have good bars, so I don't know. I jumped on my hotspot. Maybe that helps. So you guys always see me doing this to my nose. It's because, see these whiter light spots on my nose. I always feel like there's something on my nose, but I have vitiligo right there, and I have some vitiligo on my back, so I don't know what it's about. Then I've been battling. Anyway, it just like dried, crusty snot on my nose, but it's not. It's just the skin right there is lighter. It's really weird. It shows up a lot on the camera. Anywho, so the story was called The Lighthouse, and I'm just gonna read what I found. It's blurry again. Somebody says it's blurry again. Now I'm buffering. I'm not buffering on my end. Got plenty of bars, plenty of signal. I don't know what it is. I'm not showing any sort of deficit. It usually tells me when I'm buffering. Maybe it's a YouTube. You guys let me know when you get me back. Blurry and buffering, as some people are saying. Move around, it's blurry bad. Wow, that's interesting. Normally I'm buffering. It'll tell me if I'm buffering. So maybe it's a YouTube thing. Maybe a lot of people are on live right now. Sometimes that helps if you X out and jump back on the live. I'm going to keep going because I don't have a lot of time. So you can hear me, then you can at least hear me. So I just found a little snippet of something in the harvardreview.org as keeper. A woman comes across a fish she's never seen before. She becomes obsessed with catching it. And one night, as she notes that it moved with an almost human intelligence, not a food source or a pretty thing to watch, maybe a friend. Johnson routinely parallels human characteristic and animal instinct here. Brain circle. The lighthouse keeper fears for the fish, watching as boats manned by men begin hunting it. The fish, most of them drunk, barely enough for each of them to have a bite of it if they were to catch it, basically. Ashes in the fern earth, but most of the ritual, it's mostly for ritual than any. Has a Peking church tongue. Johnson's language verinates the subject with which she is most preoccupied. The female experience. Women aren't objects in this collection. So this is a collection of short stories. They may be pretty to watch, but they are dangerous. The driving force behind each of these stories is memorable. So basically, there's the female component of this book. The female lighthouse keeper, which you don't see much of. Usually that's a job for a man. It's in the context of this story. You don't have many solo female. So, sorry that you said my voice is breaking. Well, I know my voice is. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It must be on your end. I don't know what it is because I don't at all. I have plenty of signal, and it's definitely not on my end. So for those that are having the breakup, it's definitely on your thing. I'm sorry about that. I have no control over YouTube. Wow, you can't hear either? Sheesh. Wow. Rebooted, back on, still bad. Okay, I'm going to jump on my other device here and see what it is everyone's talking about. Let's see. Let me jump on my other device. Oh, I don't know if I can. Hold on. Someone said I'm getting it as well, but I can understand what you're saying. It's the Wi-Fi. Many people are on the link. Some people can't hear me. Some people can see me, but can't hear me. All right, I'm gonna see if I can see my on here. and see if I can see what you guys are talking about, because I don't, on my end, it's clear. You, oh yeah, okay. Oh, there's Coco. All right, I'm just gonna log on my other self to see if I can see what you guys are seeing. Their cell phone, and I just want to see what you guys are seeing, because we can hear you, but the cam is blurry. See, I'm not getting any of that. All right, it's coming on. I had to watch a video. I'm just saying about blurry cam, but it's not camera when I'm doing the live. That's weird. Let me move everything inside the van. I don't think that's gonna help much, but I'm gonna move everything inside the van and see if that helps. Is it blurry? Yeah, blurry for you too? Okay. Get closer to the signal. Hang on, guys. We're trying to figure this out. Don't know if that's going to do anything. Really help a whole lot, but we'll see. See, I'm not the actual. That's weird. I mean, I see on my other cell phone that it is blurry, but when I look at my camera, it's not blurry. That's really strange. Let me. The link is not through Barnes and Noble. I'm not using Barnes and Noble. I'm using my own personal hotspot. So no, it's not that. It's not. I'm not using a public Wi-Fi. I'm using an actual spot. So no, it's not a public Wi-Fi at all. Reconnecting. Hold on. Whatever. Is that better? Better? That should be better now. Looks better on mine. Okay, picture's better. All right, good. Good Lord. Sheesh. Okay. Hopefully we've taken care of all of that. So let's try again. Someone's saying the voice is not good. Oh, the voice is good. Okay. Maybe it just likes me being in the van. It doesn't want me to be outside, I guess. No. You need to be inside your van. I was trying to be outside the van because it was a little bit cooler out there, but it's all good. I'm looking at my other cell phone so I can see what it looks like too. Anyway, who listened to the book? And tell me what you thought of it. Like I said, it was heavily laden with metaphor, but I did listen to it like 3 times. So definitely it was interesting. So let's discuss it. What you thought about it? What did you thought it? Because you got like 30 minutes. Yogini says another vlogger was having issues as well. It might be a YouTube thing because it looks like it's getting blurry again when I look at my other cell phone. So it must be a YouTube thing. It might not be me. And there's nothing I can do about the YouTube platform. So if you can still hear me, I guess you can, if you're willing to deal with the pixelating, unclear picture, then let's just try and have this discussion. If you can't deal with it, I understand. Go ahead and log off. But it definitely is not me because I have more than enough signal going on here. So I don't know. This is not a Q&A, guys. We're talking about the book. So we haven't gotten to free chat yet. And I'm actually not going to do any kind of a free chat. So Yogini says I liked it, and the fish was a metaphor for her independence. I believe that too. The only thing that confused me at the very end was she didn't come back up out of the water. So I'm like, does that mean she and the fish became one? Does that mean that she is completely free now? So I thought that was interesting. Hey Willow. Yeah, maybe just don't look at the picture and just listen. I'm sorry that the picture is bad, but I really think it's a YouTube thing. It's not a me thing. Because normally when it buffers on my end, it'll tell me. The book, Willow says, the book was okay, but I have a few questions. Oh, please, by all means, we'll try and answer them for those that us that heard it. So yeah, go ahead. Ask your questions, Willow. Yeah, maybe it meant maybe it did mean she was completely free, but it was a short story, and the short story was part of a series of short stories. So that same author, the book that book is in, that story is in, was a bunch of short stories. So maybe if you read them all, I don't know. Maybe. What were your questions, Willow? I'm waiting for Willow to type her questions. Anyway, we can still talk about it while Willow's typing her questions. That lighthouse keeper story is a short story within a book of other short stories. So I don't know if we had read the other short stories, maybe it would have made more sense. But that lighthouse story is the last story in the whole book of short stories. So maybe maybe that story wraps up the other short stories. I don't know it, but they're all separate stories, so I don't know how it would do that. Willow wants to know why they're going to kill the little girl. There was no little girl in the story. It was a woman. And you must be talking about last month's book. So you must have listened to the wrong book. Last month. You talking about the one with the alien? That was last month. We read a different book every month. And I mean listen to a different book every month. This month's book was The Lighthouse Keeper. The fish was the thing that was going to possibly get killed, not the little girl. There was an unborn child in last month's story that was going to be killed, but that was last month. So maybe go back and watch that video, and just make sure you stay up to date on which month we're doing and which book we're reading, because we did a different book for this month. So you might not have heard this month's story, Willow. I'm sorry if you're a month behind, but you can go back and listen to last month's book club for that one if that's the one you read. If you read The Kin, it was called The Kin, I believe. Last month's was called The Kin, Kin. If that's the one you're talking about, go back and look at last month's book club. The book club video is still up. I keep the book club's videos up, so if anybody ever wants to go read any of the books and then watch the book club videos, they can. Yeah, it's okay that you listen to the wrong one. It happens sometimes. Always check the calendar because it's always up there on the calendar. It's the first. It's the book club is the last Saturday of the month. So we'll be reading the next book of LeVar Burton's. As a matter of fact, I will go on my other phone here and pull it up so I can tell you guys right now which one it is. Let me go to the LeVar Burton Reads podcast, and I'll tell you which one next month will be. Right. The fishermen, yep, the men fishermen definitely symbolize patriarchy and society's thoughts about women, because as soon as I was mad at her for telling them about the fish. I was so mad when she was drinking the drink with the old man and the young boy, and they were passing the I'm assuming it was some kind of alcoholic beverage around. I was so mad at her for telling them that she was celebrating a fish, because I'm like, why would you tell them what you're doing? So the next episode that we'll be listening to for next month for November is episode number 3, and it's called, no, we're not listening to episode number 3 or 4 because that's a 2-parter. I don't do the 2-parters. So the next one we'll be listening to is called We'll be listening to episode number 5. By all means, listen to episode 2 and 3. I mean 3 and 4 because it's a two-parter. So if you like LeVar Burton, go ahead and listen to those. But we're not going to listen to them as a group. The next one is called "What It Means When a Man Falls from the Sky," and that's episode number 5. So I will put that on the calendar when I'm done with this video. Carla says, I didn't read any book, but I just love to watch. You don't have to read the books. They're podcasts, so they're free. If you go to LeVarBurtonPodcast.com, they're free. The link to it is in the description of this video. It's completely 100% free. I know you guys probably can't see this because of the blurriness, but when you go to the website, just scroll down to the bottom because the podcasts are numbered from the newest to the oldest. We're starting at the beginning, so just scroll down to the bottom and go to number 5 for next month and listen to number 5. And number 5 is only 45 minutes and 6 seconds, so they're all usually under an hour. Yogini says, yes, I wanted her to keep it to herself. Yes, I was so mad at her for telling them about the fish. I was like, you just wanted the boat. She wanted to rent the boat for the day. Then she wanted to rent it for a little bit longer. Like, why are you telling them about the fish? They don't need to know about the fish. You keep everything else to yourself. Why would you tell them about the fish? Daggone it. I was so mad at her for that. Yogini says that Empty Places was good. Yes, I've listened to Empty Places before, but for me, because we only do our book club once a month, I don't want to do one part 1 month and the next part the other month, and I don't want to have people have to listen to 2 podcasts for 1 month. So please go listen to episodes 3 and 4 on your own, but number 5 is the one you're going to want for the end of the November. That's going to be the one we talk about as a group. And it's free. Like I said, it's just a website, so it's free. Just remember to scroll down and make sure you're on the right one. If you don't remember which one we're on, always go to the calendar. I'll be putting it up on the calendar today with the end of this video or tomorrow, so it'll be up there at some point. Just know that any of the podcasts that have 2 parts, we're skipping those. So it's episode number 5 for November. All of his podcasts I've listened to at least once, some of them 2 and 3 times. Some of them are really good stories, and I go back and listen to them back to back again because they're really good. Like the Ken, I listened to the Ken, the very first one that we listened to last month. I listened to that like 5 times because I really enjoy it. Excuse me. But he has really good podcasts, and he is on, let me see, he has how many podcasts right now? They are currently on episode 36 or 7, I think, 36. So there's plenty of there for you to listen to if you ever want to listen to LeVar read a story to you. Yeah, we won't discuss it here, 3 and 4, but listen to them, please. It's really good. And they're not long. They really aren't. Even though it's 2 parts, they're still, let me scroll through and see if I can see how long they are. Episode 3 is how many minutes? Let me see. Episode 3 is 45 minutes. Episode 4 is 33 minutes. So still less than 2 hours for a really good story. But we're going to be doing together number 5, and it's 45 minutes. So if you didn't read this month's, please, please, please go read it. It was a really good one. It looks like we're probably done with the discussion because only a couple of us read the book. If anybody has any other questions about this particular book, The Lighthouse Keeper, or anything they want to comment on, definitely let's get that now. I'm going to scroll back and see if I missed anything. I think, hi, Jimmy. Yes, everyone, please remember to hit the like button. And for those that are just jumping on, I'm sorry that the picture is blurry. We have determined that it is a YouTube thing and it's not me. So it's definitely not on my end. It's definitely a YouTube thing. I am on my own Wi-Fi hotspot. I am not on any other hotspot. I'm in the van now, and I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. Hey, Maggie, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Still dealing with the repercussions of the van. Matter of fact, I forgot I have to contact you. I am so sorry. Yesterday was crazy, but I need to contact you. I will definitely be contacting you tomorrow. Carla says, if I may, how's your van? How are you? I am still going to Arizona. I'm not going to answer a whole lot of questions because I have people waiting for me. We're going to go out to eat. at a local buffet. But yes, I am definitely still in a little bit of shock about the fact that I have to do still several $100s worth of repair or get another van this soon. So I'm still in I'm kind of numb right now. I did get a very, very, very part-time job in Lake Havasu. I was able to procure something via online, but I still need to get um, probably find something else as well, or really invest my energy into the part-time job that I started last month. I really need to buckle down and invest time and energy into that. And if you want to know more about that particular job, you will definitely have to come and join me on the second Friday of November. And I'm trying to find, where's my calendar? Why do I not have a calendar on here? What the heck is that about? Interesting. The part-time job I have is really only like one day a week, so I probably am going to have to buckle down and hold on, I'm trying to find the calendars. I can give you guys dates here. Well, I guess I could have just put my website out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know it's where's Calangoo? That's what I need. Calangoo. I like the Calangoo app. If anybody's wondering what app I use, I prefer the Calangoo app. And it's on Amazon, and I believe it's on the oh, there it was. I do have it already. Well, why did I not see it? Okay. So we have our monthly podcast next Saturday, which is our ear hustle. And why didn't I post what that was? I thought I posted that. Oh my gosh. So the next ear hustle that we'll be listening to, I'll tell you right now. Let me just go ahead and give it to you now. I will go on and change that as well. So I need to do both book club and I thought I put it up here. I could have swore it was number 8 or something. Oh, it's taken a long time. So our next the next ear hustle we'll be listening to is, hold on, I gotta scroll all the way back to the beginning because this one we're also going through the beginning. Episode 8, Left Behind, is the next one. So for next Saturday, let's go to earhustlesq.com and scroll down to episode number 8 for Left Behind. It's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit sad. It's the episode that I listened to 3 times already in the past year. And it's the one that made me want to reach out and to Erlon Woods, who is an inmate at San Quentin where this podcast is taking place. It's the one that made me want to reach out and ask him for 2 pen pals that do not receive mail at all. And I'm still going to do that once I get settled in Havasu and get my make sure my box and everything is all paid up. I think I'm paid up through November, but I need to add some more money to that. But that's the episode that made me want to reach out to him and get 2 pen pals, because a lot of guys do not get mail while they're in prison. Their families just, you know, and I can kind of sort of see why, you know, if your loved one has done a crime that is just so, you know, you just don't want anything to do with them. I definitely don't want to have a pen pal who's a pedophile or a rapist. But I will definitely, even someone who has committed some sort of manslaughter or robbery, I would prefer someone who's maybe committed a robbery, a non-violent robbery where no one died. That would be my preferred pen pal. But yeah, so this episode 8, Left Behind, that we're going to listen to for next Saturday podcast, that is the one that really made me want to reach out and have a pen pal. Marie Riddick, thank you so much for the super chat. That's awful sweet of you. I appreciate it. Maggie, I have the same mailbox in Havasu. I paid for a year. So it was good through November, I believe, was the cutoff. So it should be okay. I just have to pay for another year. So I'm going to just definitely continue to keep that same mailbox because the gentleman that runs that mailbox store is a really nice guy, and I have a rapport with him. I have a relationship with him already, so there's no need me to change. And I have that address memorized already, and it's the one I'll be putting on my driver's license on Monday when I go. I'm going to Havasu tomorrow morning, and Monday I will be getting my van registered in Arizona Lake Havasu, and I will be changing my address on my license to my actual mailbox. Right now it has Craggy Wash. If you're not familiar with Lake Havasu, there's a camping, BLM land camping area called Craggy Wash. I might leave it as Craggy Wash, I don't know. But if they make me change it, I'll change it. But it's a non-monitored BLM land campsite, and it has Craggy Wash on it. So any mail that goes to Craggy Wash is going to go right back to the sender because there's no one there to give mail to. So I kind of like having that as my address on my driver's license. So I really appreciate that. Maggie says, right on, if I have to get a package, can I use it? I don't know how many names I can have on my mailbox. If you're ordering something from Amazon and you want to put it in my name, that would work. So I will double check because I already am going to be putting Miss V's name on my mailbox because she has some important things that need to come to her, and they need to be in her name. Amazon packages, you can put them, like in my name, and then underneath put care of in your name so that we'll know the difference. So that should be fine. But just let me get there and make sure everything is all settled. But yes, I do have a Havasu address and mailbox. All right, guys. So I know we've only been on for about 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go. It seems like the picture did not improve for some of you, and that's unfortunate. I don't like that, but like I said, it's ended up being a YouTube issue and not a me issue. I think we have to email her for that or say no. So I will definitely be sharing the post. Sharing my mailbox once I will definitely be sharing my mailbox address once I get to Havasu. I shared it last year, and I'll share it this year as well. Just know that the mailbox is only good from November through probably end of April or end of May. I haven't decided if I'm going to push it to the end of May this year. Last year was the end of April. Last year it was the end of March because I left in April. I'm not leaving to go back east until July. So I will extend the mailbox mailings that you can mail. And I will also share the wish list link again because I don't need a lot of stuff. So I don't need a lot of stuff, and I put stuff in my wish list that is stuff that I actually will consume and use, like food, maybe stuff I might need for the winter to keep warm, things like that, things I actually need. I love that you guys want to send me gifts and presents, but I don't even know if I'm going to end up in this van or a smaller van or what in the next several months. So I don't want to be bogged down with a lot of stuff that I didn't have to go get rid of, but you guys gave to me. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm going to give her this and I'm going to give her this and I'm going to give her this. And then I end up having to pass it on to another van dweller because I don't have the room for it or the need for it. So my wish list tends to be pretty affordable. Usually most of the stuff I try and keep around the $20 or less mark, but there are a couple things that are a little bit, cash is always good too, Carla. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can spend it on exactly what I need and want. That's great. I'll put it towards the van repairs or the new van fund because I'm trying to save as much as I can. So those that want to give cash always works. Because right now I'm just going to bust my ass for the next 3 months and try and do whatever I'm going to do with this van or buy something else. So I love you guys so much. I'm going to go eat at the buffet with my beautiful friends and other van dwellers. And we're going to go out dancing tonight. So I'm going to enjoy this day with friends and new Vanner family and some Vanner family I haven't seen since last year. I love you guys. Mwah! Thanks for watching. And you got another video coming from me on Tuesday. And if you want to sign up for Patreon, please do. We've got some cool stuff happening over there and with some changes coming on November 1st. Love you guys. Bye.